It's like 7:30 in the morning. It is Wednesday. I started my new schedule this week, so that's why I didn't record Monday and Tuesday, because I've been exhausted. Like, my alarm goes off at 2:50 a.m. and I get on my charts and I just basically do that until I start getting ready. Excuse me. So I do that until I'm getting ready at 5. I like to leave the house at like 5:45, 5:50 the latest, because I want to like start Ubering at 6 a.m. so I can be done at like 3:30 the latest, because that's when traffic starts picking up and I have zero intentions of being in that traffic. But I'm like, you know, I'm starting to get back into a flow of it, because honestly, like, so last year, 2025, year before last, when I first went through my course, I was doing this. But I was working from home. So I would literally, and I think my shift started at like 8 or 9, something like that. But I trade the London session. Like, the GBP pairs are the pairs that I always trade. So I'll be keeping my head on a swivel in these streets. But anyways, so I traded the Great British Pound pair. So I trade London session, which, you know, starts at 3 a.m. Eastern time. So that's what I was doing then. Like, I would get up at that time and then, you know, get the girls situated to leave and clock in to my work from home job. And then I was basically like on my charts while I was working from home or whatever. So I was doing that in the beginning. That's what I did to be able to like really get the understanding of my charts, get through my course. I started with like 7 pairs that I was trading, and I've narrowed it down to my favorite pair, which is GBP USD. And I am looking to incorporate gold at some point, but not yet. But right now, the only pair that I look at and trade actively is GBP USD. And I'm now at the point to where I scalp on the 5-minute, and I have one setup that I'm looking for. So I've really like simplified it and narrowed down to what I'm looking for when I get in the market, because that's just what works best for me. But I can trade, like, I can mark up any pair and I can trade on any pair. That's just my favorite. Like, I like the way it moves and everything like that. Anyways, but I was saying that just to say, like, I had worked my way past that point where I had to do that. And I mean, honestly, I still should have been getting up for London session like consistently, because that's the pair I trade. But I really got comfortable. Like, I would just set my alerts, and if my alert went off, because the way I trade is I mark off my key levels, and when price comes to those key levels, I look at what it does when it gets those key levels, and then that will determine whether or not I'll be having a setup for the day. Like, that's literally it. But it's still good to get up for the London session and reassess your chart. So basically, that's what I've been doing. And so that's why I've been having to get up so early. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start incorporating coffee, because when my alarm goes off, I literally, yeah. Anywho, but so I got up. Now, what I did, like, the first day I was up the whole time, kind of like just looking at the charts. Second day, what I did was I just laid down beside my laptop, and I set alerts. So, you know, if it was starting to get to a point, then I'll just wake up if I needed to before 5 or like 5:15, because like 5:15 I really need to like start getting dressed for the day and everything, and like, yeah. But anywho, that's where we are. So it's like 7:30. I've been on the road for about an hour and a half now, and I still have a full day ahead of me. I'm really trying to switch up my energy, because I've been like, this morning, for real, when I woke up, I was like, Mariah, like, I don't ever want to be in this position again. Like, I don't like doing things that I don't want to do for money. I don't like it. And I'm sure everybody's like, I don't either. Well, that's fantastic. Let's all get together and just not do this shit. But I'm just like, bro, like the way that I took my foot off the gas with my trading, ridiculous. Like there's no reason why. Let me not even say there's no reason why, but I definitely like took my foot off the gas with my trading, and that's why I'm like having to scram. And like I wasn't really treating it like a business like I should have been, and I wasn't as disciplined as I should have been. Had I done that, like, you know, things would be better. Like my account would have grown more instead of dwindling more. And, you know, I had poor risk management. Like, honestly, like just if I'm like looking at the choices I was making, I should have adjusted my time frame. I was afraid to trade on the 5-minute time frame because I just felt like it was riskier, which is not true. And then I also had poor risk management. Like my risk was too high in relation to my reward. So unless I had 100% accuracy and won every single trade, it wasn't doing me a service. And I was also paying bills with my trading income because, you know, like when I was working for my grandma, that wasn't any money basically. So most of my income was coming from my trading. So I'm like spending money for my trading account, and then if I lose a trade, then it's going down, and it takes like 3 or 4 trades for me to get back up. And it's just like on the time frame that I was trading, I wouldn't always get 3 or 4 trades, you know, a week. And it was not a good system. And I should have assessed that, and I should have reassessed and switched some things up. And moving forward, like that is how I will be moving. Assess what needs to change, what is working, what's not working, and adjust. That way I'm not waiting months down the line and then I'm like, anyways. But yeah, so that's just what I'm in right now. It's crunch season this month. I'm crunching down this month, busting my ass and stuff, because I feel like it wouldn't be so bad if I'm only doing that. Because like just waking up to do my charts, you know, and then I can go back to sleep and I don't have to get back up until I got to get the girls ready for the day is one thing. But like getting up, doing that, and then still having to do everything else that I have to like do to also like make money, like I hate that shit, bro. I hate that. So I promise you this month, yeah, it's up. It's up. Like I promise y'all it's up this month. Hopefully I don't develop like an addiction to caffeine or coffee or anything like that, but I need the boost because I be sleepy as fuck. Like, and I need to be alert on the road. So, but anywho, let me get back because this has been 10 minutes now and I need to go back live. But I just need to take a moment to reset, get my shit together. You feel me? But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week. This will be the first clip of the vlog, and I'll make sure that I'm like recording throughout my day and also, you know, recording the rest of this week. I really want to take the girls to the beach. I honestly might take them on Friday because they go back with their dad on Friday. So like that morning we might make it like a beach day a little bit, and then I'll take them back home. I'll take them back home. I'll take them to their dad. But I was like, yeah, I need to hit it hard. Like definitely this weekend, I really need to hit it hard. I've got things that I'm putting in place, and mama needs some coins. I need some coins. But yeah, and my riders will be listening to Money Podcast today, because I was like, I really yeah, I need to adjust my mind frame also when it comes to like the cap that I put on myself with money. So yeah, we listening to podcast today. Like some days I be playing music. Like yesterday I was playing Tim's and India Irie and Tate McRae, I think that's her name, and one other person. Oh, Carpet Man. I was playing them yesterday. But today is a podcast day. So everybody that hops in this car, we're listening to podcasts. Oh my God. I'll be laughing. I'll be like, I wonder what they be thinking. Like, cause I really just play whatever vibe I'm in. Like if I'm feeling a little, you know, in my feels or whatever, they gonna feel it in the music. I know they're probably like, dang, this girl in her feelings. Yes, I am. Or if I'm, you know, I can't play the stuff I really, really like because like my Kevin Gates and Big Sean and stuff. I don't usually play those type of like music because I don't want to lower my rating, but I feel like that would not be an enjoyable ride. But anyways, yeah, today's a podcast day, so I'll be listening to podcasts this morning. I started off listening to Tim's. That's what I'd been listening to, but once I got here, I'm at McDonald's now. I had to get my coffee, but once I got here, I was like, yeah, there's this podcast that I had downloaded. It's called like Money Something, because somebody was talking about it, and I was like, you know, saying that like she's really good at like, I can't remember exactly, but I was like, okay, let me, like, usually when I hear something about a podcast, I'll go ahead and download the podcast or like add that to my library. And then when the time comes, I'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll go back to it. So the time has come. I'm about to go back to that. Anyways, let me get back on the road. And you guys wish me $1,000 day. No, but you guys have a great rest of your week. And I'll see y'all in the next clip.
I can't stay sober.
Hello you guys, I'm back. I had to take a little siesta. I needed to take a little break because I was overwhelmed. Life was overwhelming me, and I had to pull back on some things, and bringing the camera around was one of them. And also, I don't know, it kind of just didn't feel right to be recording the past 2 weeks. Like, I did record some, so I am gonna do like a little montage just to, like, you know, give you guys a peek in on what I've been doing. What was that? What was that? That thing was huge. It was thick. It was thick. Scared me. Well, it coming so close scared me anyways. But yeah, so I will probably insert like a little montage. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But anyway, so I'm at the park now, and I have to get the girls soon. But oh my god, like the temperature right now is perfect. It's perfect, and there's no one here at the park. 2 cars pulled up. But I think they're gonna go play tennis because no one like got out the car or anything. A few more cars are pulling up. I think these are like tennis people that are coming to play. But because they're even like parking closer to the other side, which is cool. It's cool. But I hope you guys have been doing good. I have been doing good. So it's not that I've been doing bad, because I haven't been doing bad per se. I've just had a lot going on, like mentally, emotionally, and like just in like things I had to take care of. It's just been a lot. So I don't know. I feel like I don't know what's going on with my phone, because I literally pay for storage. So I don't understand how it could be. I don't understand how my storage could be full and now the sun is moving. Anyways, so I'm just gonna. I don't even remember where it cut off on me at, but I've just had a lot going on like these past 2 weeks. So I haven't. You know, it just hasn't felt right to get in front of the camera and like sit down and talk or whatever as I was going through it. Even like right now in this moment, like I feel, I don't know the word for it. Like I almost just feel like, I feel like I want to go back into my cocoon. That's what it feels like. It feels like a lot of things are changing in my life, and not that I'm scared, because I'm not scared. I'm actually excited. And what's so crazy is like today when I was doing Uber, like I was stopped at the red light and I saw this sign. I'm gonna insert the clip here. But it was basically like it basically said like your new life is gonna cost you your old one. And I was just like, yeah, I was like, let me go ahead. I know that was a sign for me. And like I've been letting go of a lot of things, you know. I've been letting go of dynamics that I know are not healthy for me. I've been letting go of certain ways of thinking that wasn't serving me. And, you know, even like physically letting go of things. And it's been a lot. Like it's been clearing a lot of space for this new stuff to come in. So I've been meeting new people. I've been like having different emotional experiences than I've had before, more aligned with the life that I know is for me or whatever. Like, because like when I, you know, am manifesting and writing down like how I want my life to be, like of course I'll put specifics in there, you know, like, oh, I want to make this amount of money, and you know, I want to live here and that thing. But like really the meat of it and like the foundation of it is like there's a way in which I want my life to flow. There's a way in which my life will flow. There are types of dynamics that I will be engaging in. There are emotional experiences that are going to be normal for me to have. And, you know, there's just going to be, there's a flow to it. There's a flow to the life that I'm creating. And so I don't necessarily need to like, I feel like I don't necessarily need to get so specific, but there are certain, you know, there are certain things that I have specifically written down and I've been experiencing like in ways in which I'm just like, I wasn't expecting it to happen this way, but yes, this is what I'm talking about. So maybe a part of me has like wanted to protect that, or, you know, because people can project negativity on you. And I know that, you know, people say like, oh, you know, when good things are happening to you, or, you know, when you're happy, like just basically kind of like don't tell anyone or like keep it to yourself. But honestly, I really don't think that anyone has more power over your life than you do. I think if you're aware and you set your intentions for yourself and you take the time to pay attention to yourself and know, like, you know, what energy and thoughts are yours, and you pay attention to how to make yourself feel better when you're not feeling good, and how to, you know, redirect your thoughts when you feel them going off rail and not make actions impulsively, then no one can derail your life for real. Like, no one is going to stop the things that are for you, that are meant to be happening. So I kind of had to like shift my perspective back into that so I can pick the camera back up and keep going, because, you know, outside of just the heaviness, because it's like physically tiring too, like changing frequencies, like coming into a new life, you know, however you want to say it, like it's physically draining on the body. So I've been, you know, like trying to make sure that I'm staying nourished and rested, and not like beating myself up for not pushing so hard in certain directions, because I'm aware. Like, I'm aware. I know what's going on. I know what's happening with me. I'm not, you know, I'm not lazy. I'm not off focus. I know what's happening, and I know this is normal, and I know, you know, this is part of the process. So yeah, but I did go to my aunt's wedding yesterday. I think I might have already said this in another clip. I don't know. I'll cut it out if that clip makes it or doesn't make it. But I went to my aunt's wedding, and she's not like my aunt, like, oh, my older aunt. No, she's like, we're a year and 6 days apart. So we were raised basically like sisters for a very long time. And we were like best friends, and she was like my first best friend, my first protector, soulmate, all that. And just throughout the years, like, we've always maintained the same bond. It doesn't matter like how long we go without talking or being in each other's lives. So I was a bridesmaid in her wedding this weekend, and it was so beautiful. Like, I loved seeing her in her world and like the community that she's created around her. And it really felt like confirmation too, like stepping out on your own and like, you know, just being who you are. Like, you're gonna draw your people to you. Like, I saw how like she found her people. Like, she found someone who loves her exactly as she is, like, and creates the safe space for her to flourish, grow, and explore. And there's just it's just flowing. And, you know, he's also standing in his own power as well. And, you know, I just saw like her friends around her, like just the way that they were taking care of her and looking out for her, and just, it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful to watch. And I was just like, okay, like, this is real. Like, this exists. And I'm gonna keep, and like, my life has been turning more and more into that. Like, more and more people who are not for me, or who are not my people, who are not my tribe, have been falling away. And no matter what I do, like, they just can't stay. And, you know, the people who are for me are coming. Like, they're showing themselves. Like, I'm meeting new people, and it's just like, wow. Like, I just had to make room in my mind, in my spirit, for my people, for my tribe. So I'm just gonna keep going in that direction for sure. I'm gonna keep going in that direction. And yeah, so this upcoming week, I'm gonna my intention is to make sure that I'm bringing you guys along with me and recording my day-to-day. Yeah, I'm feeling more level, more balanced. Okay, you guys, like, the weirdest thing happened. So I've been wearing this necklace which has like my rose quartz and my obsidian on it, and like the rose quartz is for love and the obsidian is protection. And I don't know what happened, but it was like I woke up one morning, the rose quartz was gone. It was missing. Then I found it, and then the same thing happened again like 2 nights later. And then the same thing happened to the protection part. And I was just like, dang, like, why all of a sudden do these things keep coming off? Like, and I really feel like, because I mean, obviously, nothing has power outside of you. Like, things have power because you give it power and your attention and stuff. So obviously, like, those crystals and things like that, like, they hold or magnify certain frequency because of me. If I'm not putting my attention on it, if I'm not setting my intention and believing what it can do, then, you know what I'm saying, like, it defeats the purpose. So I really feel like that was just happening to just like remind me to trust myself, that all like everything I need I already have within me. I don't need anything exterior outside of me. So I was like, okay, like I get you, but I am gonna be ordering me another necklace because I just like to have physical representation of, you know, the truths that I already know. I already know that I'm protected. I already know that I have more than enough love within me. So I don't need those crystals and things like that. I like having them as a reminder around me. I'm about to get some tattoos, you guys. I'm about to get some tattoos. I'm so excited. I've been really, really feeling like, you know, just expressing myself more and more. And tattoos is part of it. So I have like a note section like in my phone, in the notes of like tattoo ideas. Like right now is only words. It's like words and phrases that I have, like no symbols or anything like that right now. So I have like a little list I've been compiling. So my first tattoo is probably just gonna, I keep feeling like my first one, I want it to be like on my neck. I don't know if that's crazy, but like my first tattoo, I'm feeling like I want it to be like right here at the base of my neck because I feel like that's cute. But we'll see. I will definitely bring you guys with me if I do it. But I've had like moments where I keep looking at like signs when I pass in tattoo places and I'm like, should I just go in and just go ahead and do it now? Because I have no idea like what it feels like. But that's the same way I felt about like my belly button piercing. I thought it was just gonna be like terrible, and I was just prepared to just accept the pain because I really wanted it, and it was completely painless. So I feel like once I'm in the mind frame of like, okay, I'm just gonna accept however this is gonna feel and just go for it and just do it. I'm more than likely I'm not gonna like do a big planning thing in advance. It'll probably just be like a wake up and make a decision type thing and then do that. I just wanted to get on here and kind of, you know, chit chat, catch up. Oh my God, there was something that I wanted to share with y'all too. Like a friend of mine and I were talking about, cause I was like, okay, I was talking about how like I feel like I was reaching a plateau, like a, what do you call it? Like a limit, like a wall, like a point where a threshold. That's what it was. I felt like I was reaching a threshold that I couldn't break past, and I couldn't figure out like why. And then randomly, like my friend messaged me and she was like, it's about to rain. I'm gonna leave soon, but I just want to wrap this up. I just want to like tell y'all this real quick. So my friend, she was like, look up the definition of future and look up the definition of past. And I'm gonna insert it on the screen here now so y'all can see. All right, so that's the definition, right? Basically, I was like, okay, so I've been just recreating the past by constantly talking about the past. Like me constantly saying like, oh, like I can only make this amount of money every month. Like I'm creating that by constantly saying that. And it's like, I was like, okay, so I need to shift the way I'm speaking about things in general in my life. Like instead of always talking about like, you know how people be like, oh yeah, you know, people always take advantage of me, or I always have people who backstab me. Like instead of speaking in that way, not that that isn't the truth. I mean, if that's been your experience, but like you're just gonna keep recreating that if you keep speaking it. So in my future, like the words that are coming out of my mouth right now in this moment, like I'm creating my future now. So me saying like I make $50,000 every month easily and effortlessly, I get paid to just be who I am and exist, like saying things like that, I'm now creating my future. And the more I say it and the more because like, you know, your thoughts create your emotions. Like the thoughts that you have create your emotions. Your emotions is really what motivates your actions, or they should anyways. So it's like the more, and a thought is just, you know, belief is just a thought that you keep having. So if you keep speaking these things, you keep thinking these things, then that becomes your future reality, and your actions will align with that. You'll start to see opportunities that will allow you to make that amount of money. You'll connect with the people who are gonna like inspire you or give you the connections to do those things. I'm just like, damn, like I've been doing this shit all wrong. Like I've been, and let me not even say like I've unintentionally definitely been able to break barriers, but I realize like anytime that I've been able to like break a barrier, make a leap, do something new that I hadn't done before, I just made up my mind that that's what it was going to be. And I literally didn't focus on nothing else. I didn't talk about the past. I didn't focus on the past. I didn't dwell on the past. I didn't even take that into consideration. It was just like, it's like, I'm going here. This is where I'm going. This is all I can see. And boom, I'm going there. And I made it happen like every time. So it's just like that same structure pattern works for everything. There's not anything that's like bigger or smaller. Like making $50,000 versus making $50 million, it's not like you have to take a different process. You may have to hold the belief longer depending on how, you know, because it depends on you. It depends on like how long it takes you to actually believe it, because you can't bring anything into your life that you don't actually believe. That's why like just saying affirmations doesn't really work, because if you don't believe something to be true, then it's not going to stay in your life. Like you may get glimpses of it, it may come flash in and flash out, but you have to actually believe that something is true for you in order for it to present itself to you. So I was just like, okay, so I've been adjusting the way that I speak about things and the things that I'm writing down, and being more, oh, the first raindrop, it's about to rain. But anyways, I'm almost done anyways. But yeah, so I've just been adjusting the way that I'm speaking about my life, myself in the current, because I'm creating my future every time I speak something and every time I'm writing anything down. So, which is, it's something that I already knew, but I don't think I never looked up the definition for those words to really like it brings it home to where it's like, oh no, like I really am creating my future by the things that I'm talking about now. So if you're like someone who's really nostalgic and you're always talking about the good old days and how things used to be or whatever, like that's why you see people living in certain cycles. You see certain towns, certain friend groups, certain people like not elevating or growing. It's starting to rain for real now. And it's just because they just stay talking about the same old shit, like nothing new, just the same laughing about the same old things, joking about the same old things, talking about the same old stuff. And it's just like, that's not how you create a new future. If you want your life to change, like you have to accept that for what it was and just let it go and just move forward, look forward, keep going forward. So, and then I started getting annoyed because I was like, damn, like that's probably why they like to like put like sitcoms and stuff out there, because if you can keep a large group of people like remembering the past and thinking about the past, like that's why as a collective it's going to be hard to move forward, because everybody's stuck in the past. Everybody's stuck in the way things used to be, and they're constantly talking about the way things used to be. They're talking about things that have happened in the past like over and over again, and it's like you can't create a new future doing that. I'm changing that shit up. So I will definitely, obviously you guys will be with me on the journey, so you'll see if my life is changing. Like I know you can, like so many things have already changed, you guys. It's like a lot of internal things and a lot of smaller things or whatever, but they're big things to me, have changed. And it's like, the money and a lot of other things, it just makes sense for those things to line up as well. But I definitely I feel good. Like I tried to record a video earlier today and it just was like, no, this feels better. It might have just been the environment that I was sitting in when I tried to record. But I definitely hope you guys have a good week. I definitely hope you guys have a good week. Sorry that I missed last week Monday, but I'm back on track, you guys. I'm back on track. So I'm about to go get the girls, and I will check in with you guys later.